We've all suffered some trauma. What's the one thing that has never left you from your childhood?
One thing in particular that jumps out at me is um, I think I was 15 and my mom's boyfriend, you know, put his hands on my mom. And, I watched that since I was like 12 to like 15. And then, I started getting muscles. So
Right.
we had like a physical confrontation. And I told him, hey, you never hit my mom again. And I beat him up. I hate to say it that way, but I said, and as a young kid, you think it's over. But I was traumatized because after the physical confrontation with him, my mom got back together with him. So I was
What did
under the impression as a 15-year-old that it was going to be over. We could leave now. But because of, her dysfunction at that particular point in her life, she went back to him. So I had to do something to get away from that before I put myself in harm's way. So I moved away from my mom at that particular time because it was the best thing for me to do at that point in my life. And that experience right there caused me to have some depression because, I was like, man, my mom, supposed to love me more than she loves him. So that over time created like depression within me. And what I learned from that particular experience, we start self-medicating when we have this heaviness on our heart. Some people use drugs, some people drink. For me, it was sex. I had this insatiable appetite to want to have sex. And, as time progressed and I was able to make connections from going to professional counseling for like 15 months as a freshman in college, that's when the counselor helped me make connections as to where that heaviness came from that I was carrying all of those particular years. I was like, man, where's this heaviness coming from? It was like a heavy load on myself. Then my counselor helped me make the connections.